This video is to help future vandals sign up to live in the residence halls. To apply, you need to be accepted to the university. Before you get started, make sure your Net ID username and password are set up. This ID has formerly been known as your Blackboard username and password. If you don't have your Net ID set up, you can do so through the IT website at support.uidaho.edu/accounts. To begin, you can access the application by going to www.uidaho.edu/universityhousing, or you can search for housing on the main University of Idaho website. You can start the application from here by clicking on Apply for Housing. If you'd like to review your community options before beginning, click on the Communities link. When you're done reviewing your options, click on Apply for Housing. This is the point where you will need your Net ID and password. Your student account is your Net ID. This should be the first 4 letters of your last name followed by 4 digits. Your password is the same as your Net ID password. At the main application page, click on Application in the top left-hand corner. Choose the academic year you are applying for. Click on the link for the Housing License Agreement to review the policies for students living in the residence halls. Then make sure your personal details are correct and fill out the information for an emergency contact. The Community Preferences page is where you will put your top 3 choices of where you would like to live. Each of the preferences has a drop-down menu with halls and buildings you have to choose from. If you're interested in living in a themed community, you should state that preference at this time. Here you can request to live in a single room instead of a double. You are not guaranteed a single. Please note that single rooms have a higher rate than double rooms. State any special needs you may have here, then state whether you have been convicted of a crime. You will then need to choose 4 digits to be your PIN code. You may need this to access your building or room depending on which community you live in. On your profile, choose your cleanliness, sleeping, and smoking habits to help housing match you with a roommate with similar habits. On the next page, you can request a roommate, but there is no guarantee that you will be placed with that student when rooms are assigned. If you have already determined someone you would like to live with, you will need to enter the first part of their Vandal email address. This should be the first 4 letters of their last name followed by 4 numbers. If you don't know their Vandal email, be sure to contact them. You will also need to provide your potential roommate with the first part of your Vandal email, as he or she will need to request you as well when signing up for housing. Then you will need to choose your meal plan. Please note that first-year students must get a meal plan. Your options are visible on the drop-down menu. Then you will need to choose whether you accept or decline the FERPA release by clicking on the drop-down menu. Also choose if you would like more information about care and linen packages. Please review the residence hall agreement so you know all of the terms of your contract with housing. By checking these 4 boxes and typing your name, you are agreeing to the terms. On the next section, you will have the option to pay your $250 deposit. You must make the deposit for your room to be reserved. If you would like to return to the application at a later time to make your payment, your progress will be saved. Once you have confirmed your application, it will be submitted for assignment. You can return to the application status section to review the status of your application. Thank you for choosing University of Idaho Housing. Live more, learn more.